Where do you scale Comp Galactus first of all?
Uh, but you don't need to know all that. You don't need to know all that. You just
Okay,
be
I
like,
think I would need to know that for the dialectic to continue.
we can just say he's a high tier.
High tier. I think my character is going to be illogical. You think you'll get your character above that?
Uh, I mean, so you're basically trying to argue that your character just have no form of assistance.
No, I don't think that since you are going to be illogical, and you wait, that's presupposing that said logical things or existing is going to be dependent upon said logical frameworks.
Mm, okay, I see.
But I'll send why he's going
You
to be
just say
illogical.
you're arguing that it's illogical on a classical standard, bro. What
I
do you
mean,
Okay,
mean?
shut your dumb
right.
ass up. Before I argue my butthole inside of your
Oh,
butthole.
alright, bro. It's not
Uh,
my
Sure, it's
fault.
mad and funny.
All right, hold on. Let me send the scans. I think. Wait, you already
Was
seen the
loud
scans?
like it.
Hold on, I'll just resend them.
let me ask you. Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Do you think illogical characters are able to get affected by logical beings?
No, if they already supersede said logical things, I don't think they can really actually get affected by said logical things. It's like saying I
Do you?
supersede a fucking banana. You should still get touched
Okay.
by the banana. Like what?
Okay. All right. Do you inherently? All right. So, like, do you agree that existence is a form of logic? I mean,
I
like,
agree. I agree. You
it's
can use existence as a form of logic. I don't think we can actually prove via our epistemology that existence is only going to be reduced to said logical things.
okay. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know.
Basically, most of this says shit just says the same thing. But hold on.
Okay, sure. Uh, man, a logical Luffy scale. This the 10th time I debated a logical Luffy scale.
Look inside general. I just sent it.
Yeah, I'm looking inside general.
Who laughing, bro? Who laughing? I want to get beat up on the topic.
Uh, Alright, okay. So let me get you. You're trying to argue he's illogical because you already stated that you would argue that.
Yo, who wants to
Right.
debate? Who wants to debate? I'm bored.
Uh, I'll probably debate you after I'm done with Demar. But yeah, who laughing, bro?
This same dude was talking about, oh, this is a good idea debate today. And like he's agreed about
Alright,
blah, blah, blah.
alright,
It's like,
alright,
this dude
alright,
is
Yeah,
dumb.
why is
but
this
like,
retard talking to me like what the fuck? Go back on mute, dirty ass faggot. What the hell?
You're just a debate dude.
Get your little goofy ass back on mute. The
you can
fuck?
just
The
say
big goon my
you
balls
debate
no more.
goon. Nah, I ain't gonna
Anyways,
lie. I think you and that nigga who called you a debate goon should go ahead and debate first. Like, we can debate another time.
no. Run my topic, little nigga. Don't run.
I'm not gonna run. I want to
Man, the
to
nigga
chat
trying to run
you
away
on
from the
this topic, but
conversation.
okay. Okay. So,
Yeah, 2PK. I keep saying I'm sending the same scans. I literally said they're going to be the same scans. What are you not tracking? What the fuck? Anyways,
alright, alright, so how do these plunderers of scans prove that your said character is illogical?
okay, basically, I'm saying that he transcends imagination. Imagination is going to be dependent upon said classical logic or whatever. It's going to be dependent upon said logical frameworks. If imagination is going to be dependent upon said logical frameworks, and my character transcends said imagination, he should transcend said logical frameworks.
Can you prove that?
Prove which one? I made multiple claims.
Nah,
That
just
was a
prove that
terrible
imagination
whisper.
depend on just prove that imagination stems or dependent on logical frameworks.
Okay, for example, are you saying that the mind or never mind? Hold on. What do you think the mind is?
Uh, like, what are you mean? What do you mean by the mind? You're talking about like, like
Wait,
the
what do you say?
concept of mind? Like, are you talking about the concept of mind of the mind? Like, what are you talking about?
It doesn't matter. Just what do you think the mind is?
Uh, I think the mind is like what humans use in order to come to conclusion on their subjective opinions on stuff.
You said what?
So basically,
I
each
think
of us
the mind is. I think the mind is like they're just like this property that humans use in order to come to a conclusion on a subjective opinions on set events or set things.
I don't think everything is going to be subjective via the mind, but like you're saying that the mind is going to be used for beings to come to say like agreements or disagreements, basically.
I mean, you can say that if you want to.
Okay, so basically, I'm just stating that we can So, are you denying the possibility of us imagining said logical frameworks inside of our mind?
I don't think it's possible to imagine logical frameworks inside of your mind.
So you don't think it's possible for me to imagine a pigeon and that pigeon being identical with itself?
Yeah, I think. No, I just think like the mind don't go hand to hand with objective things.
With
So
what?
I don't think the mind go hand to hand with the objective thing. I think if you're
You
gonna,
don't.
I
You
think
don't.
if you're
You
gonna,
don't.
so
Okay.
so
So
let me just
I already
move.
gave. I already gave an
Okay,
example to why it can. I said a pigeon is going to
yeah,
be.
yeah. Can you let me finish my argument first so I can
Yeah.
go
Go
ahead?
ahead.
You can actually know what I'm arguing. I so basically, give me a second. So basically, right. I believe everything that's contained with the mind just like a subjective. It's just like a
I know that
subjective.
you think that, but I already defeated it.
Okay. Can you let me finish? Okay.
You keep
Can you,
regurgitating something that I
yeah,
already
can you let me
attacked.
finish instead of trying to make
Yeah.
arguments?
Yeah. I'm saying that you can like finish or whatever, but like, please do not regurgitate the
Sure,
argument that I
sure,
already defeated.
sure. Like I said, right? I think that everything inside of the mind just subjective versions of everything inside of reality, right? So just because you think of just because like you think of logical framework doesn't actually make that version of logical framework with inside of your mind like objective. I just think like everything we think inside our mind is just like an aspect of things that actually happen in reality, but they're more subjective aspects. So right, and I'm gonna give you evidence, right? So let me get this right quick. Are you read at the definition? Let me go and give you the definition of logic first. I'm pretty sure you already know what logic means. Are you read that the definition of objective is like something that actually exists that actually exists within actuality itself?
You said something objective is saying that something. No, I think something objective
I
is just going
said
to hold it.
objective, not
Yeah,
subjective.
that's
Like something
my
like
bad. Okay, so something objective. I just think it holds like a truth value, not a true value, but it's just going to be true. I don't think it has to
so
correspond.
so
For example,
so so it don't
hold
have
on. I'm
to.
not done. I'm not done. I'm not done.
Okay,
For example,
finish.
like let's say we know that fiction is not going to correspond to our reality, but we know objectively a dog inside of a fictional sense can be a fucking dog or whatever. Just because it doesn't correspond to our reality doesn't entail it's like not going to be true anymore.
Hmm. Yeah, I just think with the side that I think with the hold on down. What the fuck I'm gonna say? Yeah, I think with that side argument, you already inherently prove one of the argue right. So basically, you're trying to argue with the side of that fictional verse, even though that fictional verse is still within side of our reality, right? Like that manga that fictional verse contained within side is inherently inside of reality itself, right? So we can point to that said thing is objective because we seen it within actuality itself, right? So you sitting right here just getting an example of things we actually see within actuality itself. So therefore, we know what it is, and given that said identity, we still just go to the conclusion that the objective just means something that actually exists within actuality. I don't think
Okay,
your
so all
example
right,
proves
hold
your
on, hold on,
point.
hold on. So you're saying since the fiction is made inside of actualization, but it still holds its said methodology. Therefore, we can still support it being objective because it exists inside reality.
I mean, you can say that if you want to.
Okay, so that's gonna go under the presupposition that the mind is not gonna be like existing inside of our reality. You had a basis for that?
Yeah, I don't. What's up? All right, my bad. Let me pay. Uh, do I got a base for that? Yeah, actually.
Please do not die on this fucking hill. Please do not die on this hill and try to be intellectually
I know
dishonest.
I'm not. I'm just putting together arguments as I go on, but I want to explain this the best way as possible that I can. So, fuck. Oh, I think I'm fucked.
Bro, just bro, like if you don't know,
Actually, yeah. Hold on. Actually, I do got a basic.
all
Actually,
right,
I
go
do
ahead.
got a basic, right?
Go ahead.
So I'm not stating that the concept of mind itself, right? Saying that the concept of mind itself stems or supported or doesn't inherently exist within actuality itself. But I'm stating that like the property that stems from the set concept doesn't exist within set actuality, right? Just
Okay,
like thought, right?
okay.
We know that humans have. Hold on. Let me just say this, right? Just like thoughts, right? Let me just say I can give an opinion about an apple, right? Even though that opinion is a subjective opinion, that still don't necessarily take the property. They still don't necessarily mean that the property of this set apples or the concept of the set apple or that set thing doesn't inherently exist within actuality. So they still just lead toward the conclusion. What I said, I think everything that we think inside our minds is simply just subjective aspects of everything with the side of actuality. So therefore, they steal from the set thing, but they're not inherently based off the set thing.
What the fuck? Why did he repeat himself and thought that shit was rhetorical? What the fuck? Oh, hello, hello. Okay, so the only thing that I see that you actually like articulated better was just saying that okay, the mind is not going to be based upon or not inside of reality. It's just going to be a concept that we have inside of our let's say our brains or whatever.
That's not
But
what I said at all. But okay.
I'm saying that's the tell me that I'm giving, but like just repeat that part and don't actually regurgitate the argument that I already defeated.
I don't, no, I don't think you inherently defeated my argument just
No,
because
yeah,
you
I know
inherently
that you
believe
can
that the
think
said
that, but I'm
thing.
just saying
Yeah,
just regurgitate,
yeah,
just
but
give the other argument.
but you're stating that you defeated my argument. That's kind of
Yeah,
stated
yeah,
out there,
I know I'm stating
which
that,
you
but
can't
it doesn't hold.
inherently prove.
I'm, yeah, I'm just saying it's just gonna be truth amped until it's proven. But like, just like give the argument that you just
It's
did.
gonna be truth. Okay, okay, yeah.
No, truth
Anyways,
amped, truth amped.
I'm saying that I'm telling that the properties of the set concept, like, let me just go and give you an example, right? So let's just say the concept of cars exists, right? And I'll say the thing that stems from that set concept, aka the properties of it, would be the physical cars and what they can entail and do, right? So I'm stating that the concept of mind, the concept of mind do exist within actuality, but the property that stems for it doesn't inherently exist within actuality. They just subjective aspects of that set thing. So I'm arguing like the properties of mind which you're trying to argue based on is just subjective.
Okay, so I think that would just contradict your like the first statement that you did say, which is stating that okay, fiction a fictional story is still based upon reality, but we know that said things that exist inside of a fictional story doesn't actually exist inside reality. For example, we can like imagine or write down a unicorn inside of side of the fictional story, but that unicorn doesn't actually exist inside of reality. So that would just contradict the normative said first statement that you just said. So do you want to actually do you want to
I
like
don't
die on that
inherently
hill?
think that. Okay, I don't inherently think that would contradict anything I said. Are you just inherently just agreeing with that the properties of that the property that stems from that set thing, or like the set fictional work that stem from the manga itself would just be subjective, but the manga itself would actually exist within actuality, right? Which is what I'm trying to argue, right? So I'm arguing that the thing how do I argue, right? Picture the manga as the concept that exists within actuality, and picture the things with the side of the manga as things that stem for the set concept, right? So, but that stem for the set concept, but they inherently exist within the subjective reality itself, right? I'm arguing that the concept do inherently exist within actuality, but the things in the property that stems from that set thing inherently doesn't.
This nigga voice pisses me off. But yeah, you're stating that the things inside of the manga doesn't exist inside reality, but the said the material is part of the manga exists inside. Wait, somebody mute. But the material part of the manga is going to exist our reality. Like again, like that's just gonna be like we're just not actually the fallacy begging the question, but we're just going in circles right now. For because I already said okay, that's gonna presupp. I mean, are we saying that I already made a claim by stating that the things inside of the manga because I just think that you're just repeating your claim inside of you're just like making a repetitive argument, but the repetitive argument is just gonna be like say a different argument. It's still gonna be tautological. What I mean by tautological because people like get it mixed up with the Oxford Webster, but a tautological just going to be an argument by repetition, just identical argument.
Mhm.
But yeah, I just think you're making a tautological argument by just repeating yourself by stating that things inside of the mind are going to be subjective, but the things outside of the mind is going to be objective. Where we're already arguing is just stating that okay, the things inside of the mind can still hold objective value due to it actually portraying things inside of objective reality and holding the objective values inside of the set. Jesus Christ. But holding the objective representation inside of the mind or whatever. I'm stating this would be the case. For example, that's what I brought up the fictional story by saying if something inside of a story like a unicorn is going to objectively exist inside of that said story. But yeah, since it objectively exists inside of that said story, but it doesn't pertain it to reality, that will still provide objectivity for that said thing. You haven't defeated that. You just keep repeating yourself. If you want to, we can go to conclusions.
Okay. Mm.
That's crazy how Spill. I'm not gonna lie.
You said what?
Ain't gonna even lie, gang. You just yap a whole lot, and like you really were just yapping your ass off. So I really couldn't really catch anything. Probably if you like stop yapping your ass off and actually simplify your argument and make it short, I can actually
Okay,
understand.
if you stop sounding like a sassy fucking unicorn, then I probably can portray the argument a little bit better to your incompetent ass mind. But like I said again,
It's
but like I
okay,
said,
bro. You don't have to be mad.
the fuck, no one. I don't know what made you think that I was
I
mad. I
mean,
just
you
made a
get
comment.
impressed over my voice, nigga. Why you
No,
hating on my voice, nigga? You're
because
mad
your
cop.
voice
You're
sounds
fucking
sassy as
mother.
shit. What the
Yeah, I
fuck,
know, cause
anyways?
I'll
But
fuck your mom, nigga. I'll fuck your mother. I'll fuck your
you're
mom. So
you're for
like,
my
go and
murder.
continue.
You're for my murder.
Yeah,
Shut
yeah,
your
yeah,
dumb
yeah.
ass
I'll
up.
fuck your mom,
Okay,
nigga.
stop
Yeah, go and
metadebating. Stop
continue. Go
metadebating
and
so we can
continue though.
actually get on top
Go
of the
and
topic.
continue.
Stop
Go and
metadebating.
continue.
Okay, stop, little nigga. But
I'm
yeah,
not mad at debating.
already, Yes, you are. You're talking about my
I
mother
mean, you
instead of the
started
debate.
first, okay, nigga.
No,
Like,
I
stop the
said
other
you
shit.
said you didn't understand what I'm saying, and you said I was yapping. That's still a
No,
part
no,
of
no,
meta
no,
debate. You
no,
stupid
no. I'm
bitch.
saying, yeah, because you is yapping. You
Somebody
would on
mute
a
this
whole
nigga.
dialogue.
You run
I
on the
bet
hot.
you, I
Shut
bet
your
you we can
sassy
ask like
ass up.
every person
Hold
in
the
this
fuck
fucking
up.
VC, and they can't tell me not one thing you fucking said. They're gonna probably be like
That's
rephrase.
okay. They're not a part of the debate. You fucking retard. What the fuck is this nigga trying to like agree to the consensus inside of the fucking
Stop
VC?
yapping,
But
kid. Stop yapping, kid.
what the stuff? Shut the fuck up! Oh my fucking god! I'll throw a brick wall at your grandma fucking back of her fucking cranium.
Stop
But
Stop
yapping,
meta
anyways,
nigga.
debating.
I
Stop
keep saying
yapping,
stop making
kid.
them. Anyways,
Continue, nigga.
okay. So
Continue.
Demar, what I said like so you can like actually comprehend what I'm saying. And I'm just stating that stuff inside of reality or stuff inside of a fictional sense, like a unicorn existing or whatever, that's still gonna objectively exist inside of that said fictional sense. I'm stating that's gonna just because it doesn't exist inside reality wouldn't defeat it still having an objective value. I'm stating it still objectively exists via, let's say, we don't even need a reason. I mean, not a reason, but like we don't even need like empiricism or whatever. Just say like it objectively exists via the linguistics or empiricism or whatever. By a unicorn exists inside of a fictional sense. That unicorn still objectively exists inside of that fictional sense. Just because it doesn't pertain to anything inside of reality wouldn't defeat the whole
Come on, nigga,
objective
shut your
value
dirty
of it.
ass up, dirty ass nigga. Fuck you talking about? Oh, okay, then.
Bro, who are you packing?
Kage, that shit wasn't funny, but
Wait,
go
who
ahead.
said?
Shut your bitch ass up. Nigga named brainless. Ugly ass nigga. That's why you stutter badly.
I don't know why the nigga started packing that shit. It's not comical. No one is giggling at that shit. Goofy ass nigga. Go back on mute. Anyways, let me mute this nigga. Do you want to go to conclusion? Do you think I talked anything you said?
Not inherently. But
Okay, we can go to conclusions then.
oh, I mean, go ahead. Let me just respond to your last point right quick. Then we can go ahead for conclusions on this. All right. So I'm for to disprove your whole argument by one simple thing. It's called reading, bro. Like, you ever heard of that? But okay. All right. So the definition. So we know going by the definition of fiction. Since you're trying to argue that the thing exists within a fictional universe, therefore it must exist in objective reality itself. We know by the definition of fiction, fiction doesn't inherently mean that imaginary events or people, right? So again, when you going by science fiction, it's still pertaining to thoughts. So therefore, it's still pertaining to a subjective reality itself, right? So just because that. So again, this still just points to inherently what I said. Things can inherently exist within a subjective reality, but that don't inherently make them set things objective because they doesn't inherently exist within reality itself. You literally just sit right here and admit it that you literally just sit right here and try to argue that well these things can be objective even though they doesn't inherently exist within our
You
reality.
gay.
Therefore, inherently already agreeing that they must exist within this subjective reality that which we form based off our thoughts. Right? So we should just go ahead and go to conclude. I just think you just contradicting yourself by going.
You
I
made a
just
new.
think you
Wait,
just
So
contradicting
Smoothie
yourself giving
won.
that whole
wait,
argument, nigga.
hold
Smoothie
on.
won.
I think, well, yeah, I know I did, but like, no, Demar, yeah, you said that there's still things based upon that says subjective reality, and that therefore it wouldn't have any objective value. I agree that said thing is going to be subjective. The said, let's say the methodology for that thing existing is going to be subjective or whatever. But I'm saying the things that actually exist inside that said methodology is going to be objective. You didn't actually attack anything. You just made a good agreement that I fucking agreed to. What the fuck? Anyways, we can go to conclusions. Who y'all think won? Nigga
You can't
actually
just
So
he's
yeah,
better than Ryan dumbass. He's better than Ryan dumbass.
nigga,
Smoothie won.
are you gonna actually
Yeah,
That that
hold
Thanos
on.
nigga is
I
shitty.
agree. No, I agree that said thing is going to be
Oh, this
based
is
upon the
Demar.
subjective
Oh, I've
reality.
already beat up Demar. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he's not
Demar's
good.
ass.
who's
But no,
talking
I already
shit?
agree that
Hold on,
thing is going to
who's
be based.
talking shit? Official, are you fucking
Yeah,
talking shit,
Demar,
nigga?
I've already beat
Nigga,
you up.
every time we fucking get debate, I get jumped by like 10 different fucking niggas. Like you a
No,
Is
whole
who
it
did
bitch.
not
true?
Shut the
jump
fuck up.
you? Stop
You can't
lying,
one v
bro.
one me though. You can't run the ones. You can't run the
All
ones.
right,
In
bet,
no
bet, bet.
universe you
Let's
can
run
run
it
the
one.
ones.
All
Oh,
right,
oh,
cool,
oh,
cool, 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 cool.
In no
official, bro. That
universe you
nigga
can
is
run the
not worth
ones.
your